The mindset to dwell, to fixate, remains within the four elements of earth, air, water, and fire, even in the space. It becomes realm of existence, remaining in the space. The setup, the mindset, to be upright, to gain, to get. It doesn't discard the discarding itself. It's not letting go of the letting go itself. It's not putting down the putting down itself. This is realms of existence. Therefore, no grasping for the non-grasping itself thoroughly. Whatever that is setting up to gain, to get, to be, is a realm of existence, is a karmic payback zone, special zone to pay back of each realm of existence as a whole. Each realm has its special karmic payback zone individually. It's divided because of this mindset to dwell, to be fixated. It is stuck within itself. It's like being prisoned. Everything is limitless. Discard the discarding itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. The anatta is not about grasping. The anicca is not about grasping either. The emptiness is not something to be grasped. Nibbana is not about grasping for nibbana. Liberation of suffering is not something to be grasped for. Everything is no grasping for the non-grasping itself. Let's go beyond narrowness or expansiveness, that which is limitless. Disengage even from disengage itself, that which is boundless. The emptiness that doesn't signify itself. Nibbana has no meanings as Nibbana. Gazing, staring at something, it will bounce back to oneself. It will tighten up the eyes. Let go of the letting go itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. To use gazing or staring, it will bounce back. It will make the eyes and the brain be in pain. Meditative power, contemplation, and insights, when used these to project on one another, the energy will not going anywhere. It will press on one another only. Only proceed through the boundlessness so that there will be a constant purifying without traces. Not to be limited with just mind. Not to be limited with just non-attachment. There is no limits here. Each one practices austerity, meditative power, maintaining stillness, equanimity, completing one another, maintaining, each one maintaining on it. It creates the stream that is overcasting within the crevice, within the ocean, within the caves. Therefore, break through it towards that which is boundless, discarding on its own, letting go on its own, no grasping on its own, helping through unwinding, through releasing, to help one another. Don't use the mindset to project on one another. It's going to be heavy altogether, collectively. Not to be stuck with just quietness, silence, that which is boundless. Silence until it creates depression and withering. Don't compete one another with silence, with depression. Don't compete one another with stillness or indifference. Let's purify through Sunyata Nibbana constantly. That which has nothing to do with being still or not. That which has nothing to do with indifference or not. That which has nothing to do with the uninvolvement itself. To use gazing purely, you're gonna get pain in your eyes and head because it bounces back to yourself. Use no traces only. Discard being clear or not clear. Discarding on its own, it has nothing to do with being clear or not clear with anything. Then it will dissolve the acknowledgement, the receptor. Acknowledgement is the receptor of the karmic difficulties. Perceiving through knowing and seeing, that is receptor. Uninvolved within the uninvolved itself, it will have nothing to do with being clear or not clear with anything. It will have nothing to do with memorizing or not memorizing anything. Memorizing is to be used temporarily. It's not something to dwell in. For all the system of the Mahabarami, the great perfections, they cannot live in the forest. If living in the mountains, then it has to be on top of the mountains only, in the open place. Living on a place that is spacious, bypassing all the narrowness or expansiveness. The cave is there to hide away from rains, from heat. That's enough. To rest in there. To rest in there, that's it. In conclusion, you cannot dwell within any area or anything, that which is boundless. There's nothing that is dwelling within anything. Otherwise, it's going to bounce back to oneself totally. There's no such thing as adding on of the attempt to dwell. Discarding on its own will dissolve and purifies all the attempt to dwell within anything. Naturally, it will not be about anything to anything. Discarding on its own is not about something to something. Letting go of itself is not about anything within anything. That which is boundless is even more of nothing and nothing. It's not just something and something. No grasping on its own is not about anything and anything. Non-attachment on its own is not about something relating to something. No, it's not no itself. It's not about something relating to something. No, it's not no itself. It's not being limited to yes and no. Let's enter the age of listening and breakthrough, ending right there and then. If you're thinking by yourself, your thought will just lead yourself all over. If you allow to bless, you're gonna bless all over here and there, aimlessly.